As with any sport, Formula One divides fans. And like any sport, Formula One has some characters that fans just love to hate. In today's video, we're going to look at the most hated drivers in Formula One history. At number 5, Alain Prost. Ayrton Senna is one of the most loved Formula One drivers of all time. So naturally, his arch rival was always going to get a place in this video. But Prost was also unpopular in many circles due to his criticism of his own team. After pushing Senna all the way in 1990, Prost was sacked before the final race of the 1991 season. He is quoted as being openly critical of the 1991 Ferrari and even referred to it as like a horrible truck to drive, after what would be his final race for the team in Japan. He did everything he could to squeeze performance out of the 643, but Ferrari team director Claudio Lombardi said the sacking was down to other factors. His behaviour during this season has not been at the level that Ferrari would like from a top driver. His behaviour inside and outside the team meant that Ferrari had to stop the relationship. Incurring the wrath of the tifosi is never a good idea. Number 4 on this list of lovable villains, Nelson Piquet was the embodiment of Latino fire. Not afraid to speak his mind, he disparagingly labelled fellow Brazilian Senna the Sao Paulo's taxi driver, and also had his share of run-ins with Williams teammate Nigel Mansell. But perhaps the greatest example of Piquet's explosive temper came at the 1982 German Grand Prix, where he launched into Alessio Salazar after colliding with the Chilean when leading the race. Number 3, Lewis Hamilton. Few people expected Lewis Hamilton to make such a significant impact during his debut season in the sport, apart from the man himself. Up against two-time world champion Fernando Alonso, Hamilton came within a whisker of winning the title in his first year in Formula One, during a season of infighting between the two drivers. Hatred towards the Englishman reached new lows when a minority of Spanish fans racially abused Hamilton and his family during a testing session at Barcelona the following season, and again in Brazil later in the year. Mindless bigotry aside, he has often been accused of arrogance. Nigel Mansell was quoted in 2011 as saying that Hamilton has an attitude problem, while Sir Jackie Stewart branded Hamilton as arrogant. Undoubtedly quick and unquestionably talented, Hamilton has mostly grown out of his controversies, but his early career should never be forgotten. Number 2, Fernando Alonso. Sticking with the theme of the arrogant Formula One driver, only Fernando Alonso incites as much debate as Lewis Hamilton on many Formula One forums. Perhaps you need an element of arrogance to be successful in any sport, and some might accuse Tiger Woods, Usain Bolt or Roger Federer of possessing a certain arrogant streak as well. As a double world champion, Alonso is perhaps entitled to have a modicum of cocky self-assurance, but even Ferrari president Luca di Montezemolo felt the Spaniard needed to be put down a peg or two after publicly criticising the team after the Hungarian Grand Prix. "I didn't like some attitudes, a few words, some outbursts, and I said so. I reminded everyone, including the drivers, that Ferrari comes before everything. The priority is the team." Number 1, Schumacher. Schumacher is Formula One's most successful driver, so how is he also a villain of the sport? The answer lies in his questionable sportsmanship. Schumacher has undoubtedly contributed a lot to Formula One and has a huge fan base, but his inclination towards winning by any means possible has resulted in many controversies. Incidents that stand out in particular include his collision with Damon Hill during the 1994 championship decider at the Australian Grand Prix, his disqualification from the 1997 title race for trying the same thing with Jacques Villeneuve, and the unscheduled parking of his car at the end of the 2006 Monaco Grand Prix qualifying season in an effort to bring out the local yellow flag and prevent Fernando Alonso from bettering his lap time. Which of these drivers do you dislike the most? Maybe there is a driver who we definitely should have included on this list. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. This is it from F101 for now. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, take care.